Hey guys, and welcome to Warcraft Daily for today, the 17th of June 2013. So in today's news, it's a little bit of a light news day, but whatever, we'll make do. So first up we have Season 14 Armour. Now, MMO Champion have got 3D renders for the Death Knight and the Druid Armour. I'm just going to put these up on the screen so you guys can take a look. I think, well, it's always interesting to see these in 3 dimensions, you know, spinning around. You can fully see the set. Now, on my video there's been a lot of mixed responses to this armour, so it'll be interesting to see what people say to this. Now, the next thing we have is blue posts, and there's been quite a few, and they're rather interesting. So the first is about Flex Raid rewards. Now, they said that, and I quote, they're adding something new to Flex, Normal, and Heroic that's not been seen before. So this is to make incentives for people to jump from LFR to sort of proper raiding. This is quite interesting. We have no idea what this is, if it's cosmetic, if it's usable, nothing. So it's very interesting, so yeah, we'll have to watch that space, I suppose. The next thing is about shadow form changes, and it actually sort of spans on to more than just that. So they've said that they actually prefer active damage mitigation to passive. Because it's a bit strange that, you know, in raids you'll have some members just take more damage by default. So this is a part of them, the shadow form changes are part of them reducing passive mitigations across the board. They've done this to a whole bunch of things. Hell, they've even, I think, slightly nerfed Ironhawk for hunters. So that's quite interesting. Now, the reason they didn't remove the damage mitigation from Ironhawk is because it's a talent, so there's an actual choice there. Although, on the wider scale, I think it's much more interesting gameplay-wise to have things active instead of passive. It makes sense to me, right? So, the more skilled players will take less damage if they emphasize active things, so people actually need to react to the fight, use their head, instead of just clicking a button, having it turned on, and being okay. So, you know what, I think that's pretty damn cool. The next thing is the PvP scaling in patch 5.4. This is specifically in regards to the item level scaling sort of deal they have. So Holinka has said that the PvP gear item level cap will go up, and this is a direct quote here, as an example of 1 point per week. However, the PvP gear will be exempt. Now this is very interesting. So the way I'm reading this is that initially the PvP gear, somebody in PvE gear, for them to get up to the 522 cap, they'll only, you know, if they have full 522 gear, it'll take quite a while before the cap's actually raised to the point where they can use their gear fully. However, the PvP geared people will instantly be able to move to that 522 sort of end cap. So the way to see this is there's an end cap, just say like a goal, which is item level 522, and then there's the current item level cap, which is the minutes 496, and it seems like every week this cap will go up a few points until it reaches 522. Now, of course, since PvP gear isn't affected by this gap, it means there's a clear advantage for PvP players. And, you know, people that are actually spending their conquest points, they'll soar up the PvP item levels, the effective item levels, much quicker than the PvE people will. So I think this is very good. It definitely encourages PvP gear, makes it better, incentivizes it, so I think this is definitely a very good change, and I'm pretty happy to see that they're actually making a significant distinction between PvE and PvP geared people in PvP. Dear God, that's a lot of saying PV something, isn't it? The next thing we have is hotfixes. Now, the Kor'kron commanders are now immune to charms. Lei Shen's bouncing bolts no longer hit players. That don't hit players will no longer cause unharnessed power in LFR. Pet battles need to last a minute before XP can be rewarded. This nerfs completely a few sort of level gaining tactics that people had. Meta and blue gem sockets have now been added to the heroic scenario loot. That makes it significantly better sort of itemization. And in the Brawlers Guild, Razor Grin should no longer slowly regen his health. The next thing is tweets. Now these are all about specific classes, so I'm just going to leave a screenshot of them up for the outro. So you can just read them yourself. I don't think it's really worth me going into them all in detail. So that's it for today's show. A little bit sparse in the news, but it's only the start of the week. Hopefully we'll get more stuff as time goes on. So, yeah, sorry for no video yesterday. I was playing The Last of Us. It's an extremely fantastic game that I think everyone should play. If you don't have a PS3, then, well, I feel bad for you. I haven't used mine in probably like a year, but then this game came around. It's so good, buy it. But anyway, yes, if you like, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to see more, then I'd certainly recommend you do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.